Welcome back to Fishbone Forensics, the series where we don't just diagnose warehouse problems, we dissect them. So far in our 6-part series on product damage, we've explored the usual suspects: people, equipment, process, environment, and management. And today we're closing out this series with the silent killer of efficiency, safety, and accuracy, and that's tools. Because even the most well-intentioned plan falls apart when the system can't support it. If your warehouse runs on tribal knowledge and reactive scrambling, it's not just inefficient, it's a breeding ground for shrink. So let's dig into 4 tool-related failures that quietly allow product damage to persist and how to build smarter systems that stop damage before it starts. This is Fishbone Friday. Let's get into it. Let's start with the foundation, slotting. Without a system that regularly evaluates and reevaluates where items live in your warehouse, SKUs go stale in the wrong places. Fast movers end up in bad slots, glass ends up on upper level pick slots, fragile and crushable items live next to heavy ones, and high turnover SKUs are buried in dead zones. Over time, what was once a smart layout becomes a minefield. Here's a pro tip. You need a dynamic slotting system that considers movement, weight, velocity, replenishment behavior, and yes, damage risk. If your team is manually deciding where SKUs go, they're doing logistics algebra without a calculator. Next up is sequencing. Even with good slotting, if your system doesn't maintain ergonomic pick paths, you get pallets that break themselves before they hit the dock. Heavy items come last, fragile SKUs get buried, and operators double back, cut corners, or make trade-offs just to finish the pick. And here's the irony: the pickers know the sequence is bad. They just don't have the tools or the feedback loop to fix it, so they improvise. Here's a pro tip. Use a system that builds optimized pick paths by weight, size, fragility, and handling type, not just proximity. And if your WMS can't do it effectively, you need a supplemental system that can. Here's where things get silent. Analytics. Most teams track damage. Few analyze it deeply enough to see the patterns. Without the right tools, you're missing which SKUs are consistently at risk, which zones produce the most damage, and which slot types or workflows correlate with shrink. If you can't see the patterns, you're stuck in reaction mode. A pro tip here is to invest in analytics that connect slotting, picking, replenishment, and shrink into a single narrative. Don't just track what broke, figure out why. And if your system spits out spreadsheets instead of insights, it's time to level up. And finally, the SKU metadata you wish your system had. Tilt-sensitive items, crushable cartons, items that need to stay upright or can't be stacked, special handling or temperature flags, or glass items. If you don't have a system that tracks these attributes and actually uses them to drive storage and slotting decisions, damage becomes inevitable. The pro tip here is to build a product master file that flags high-risk SKUs for special handling and make sure that logic integrates into slotting, routing, and packing tools. Because if your system doesn't know what makes an item fragile, neither will the person handling it. So in conclusion, let's be clear, this isn't about automation for automation's sake. It's about giving your operation the visibility, logic, and support it needs to stop damage before it happens. The wrong tools create friction. Missing tools create chaos. And outdated tools make damage feel inevitable. But none of it is inevitable if you use systems designed for precision. So let's recap. Today we covered 4 tool-related root causes of product damage. No system for optimal slotting and reorganization. No tool for ergonomic pick path sequencing, weak analytics that fail to surface actual insights, and missing logic for special handling SKUs. With the right tools, you don't just track damage, you prevent it. And that wraps up our 6-part series on product damage. If you've been following along, we appreciate it. And if we missed any, be sure to let us know in the comments. Next up in Fishbone Forensics, too many SKUs, not enough space. And somehow, the solution always seems to be just make it fit. In our next 6-part series, we're going to tackle a warehouse problem that doesn't just cause clutter, it creates chaos. Lack of storage capacity. How it disrupts flow, fuels damage, and quietly erodes productivity from the inside out. Because when your warehouse runs out of space, it starts running out of options. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, if you're getting value out of these videos, please do so. And be sure to also follow us on LinkedIn as well for exclusive insights, case studies, and webinar invites that you won't want to miss. And if you're ready to turn insights into action, visit www.skustream.com to see how a warehouse optimization system can help you slot smarter, pick safer, and reduce shrink across the board. This has been Fishbone Forensics, powered by Syncontext. From chaos to clarity, one root cause at a time. And we'll see you next week.